On today's IGL Podcast, we're talking about our favorite Star Wars games ever. Hey everyone, welcome back to the IGL Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
And I'm Kyle, cleaning his glasses.
Well, it's a great time to start. No time like the present, no day
Just
like
do
today.
You got to do it now, man.
Yeah, listen,
I need to
life is about the now.
I need to see the present moment.
What's happening in the present moment? Star Wars Rogue One is being released, and we want to talk about our favorite Star Wars games ever. I don't know the public consensus.
Droopy eye like Forrest Whitaker.
On Rogue One, Finding Forrester, what was that? What?
I said I had a droopy eye like Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, jeez, that's racist. Listen,
it's not racist, it's strokist.
Oh, no, because he's in Rogue One. That's why you brought him up. I was like,
no, I was
talking about Forrest Whitaker, I guess.
A funny eye.
For some reason. No,
I was cleaning my glasses and then I touched my face.
As we talked about in the last episode, we don't know the public opinion about Rogue One yet. I don't think it will be positive. I want to come out on the side.
Why do you say that? Why do you just say that?
Because Garth Edwards made the worst Godzilla movie. Like, I've literally watched 15 movies in Japanese and I have no idea what the hell's going on. And then
Looper.
He didn't make Looper. He made Monsters. Looper was Rian Johnson, and he's making the next Star Wars movie. Yeah.
Damn it.
See, it's going to be terrible.
You're right. This is going to suck.
People don't know
But I don't want it to suck, and I'm going to go see it anyway.
No, listen, I hope it's good. I hope it's not just a mishmash of, half-baked ideas and whatever. It seems like it's going to be a great idea, but it's a great excuse for us to talk about our favorite Star Wars games
That's more important.
And that's why we're here.
Important.
Starting out 1993, do you know what my favorite Star Wars game was?
I would love to hear it. I do not know.
I couldn't figure out how to make it run, but when my dad helped me, it was Star Wars X-Wing for the PC DOS.
Ooh,
so that is a flight simulator. If you kids have never seen it, it's kind of like Star Fox a little bit. Like you got that first person.
It is a little Star Fox
cockpit perspective, but it was really the first time like you got to see in a game like, oh, R2-D2's there, and it's not just like he's there as an ancillary character, but
you have to rely on R2.
What's that? Getting info from R2? That's cool.
Yeah,
that was actually the first kind of game. Like I'm kind of spoiled to say that was maybe the first Star Wars game that I had access to.
My first Star Wars game that I actually, it's still also my favorite, but I'm a man who's a sucker for nostalgia. Super Star Wars.
Super Star Wars Super Nintendo.
It's also
Is that why they called it Super Star Wars?
Wait a minute.
Oh my god, I just got that.
Probably.
I'm 28 years old and I just realized that.
Well, I'm 57 years old. And
he's 57.
I realized that.
That's why they won't let you in the Illuminati, because you're only allowed to be in the Illuminati if you're under 30.
That can't be true.
Well, I can only...
Is that why AJ's not here again?
Oh my god, I just realized AJ's not here. I thought she was here because I have Illuminati vision where I could see AJ.
Time out.
But it's just...
Stop. Everyone stop the episode.
No,
what the fuck is Illuminati vision? What is that? Everyone text me and let me know what that is. Hashtag Illuminati vision. Let me know.
It's a virtual reality where you can see the other people. The point being that AJ's not here today. She's sick. So, AJ, we hope you get better soon. Please come see us.
She's sick?
We'll probably see you after the holidays or something. AJ's Santa Claus. Did you know that AJ is Santa Claus?
No.
Yeah. Did you know? Yeah. So, she's got a lot of work to do this time of year. She's very busy.
What a shitty, normal human life I live.
Yeah, you.
Anyway, so
not
Super Star Wars. I do love that game. It's extremely difficult.
Starts out in the Tatooine desert, right?
It does start in the Tatooine desert.
It starts out right.
The controls are mushy and lousy. The jumping mechanic is terrible.
Because I played it way after. I played it after I played a lot of the other games we're going to get into, so I kind of had maybe a slanted opinion of how these games go.
And that's totally fair.
Not the same. It is not like this. It's basically Super Mario plus Star Wars with a
really
lightsaber.
Bad. You know what it actually feels a little more like? It feels a little more like. Do you remember the Aladdin port for the Super Nintendo, which is not as good as the Genesis version?
I remember the Genesis version because the code to level skip is AABB, 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 AA, which I got to retell to a level designer when I worked for Starbucks in Hollywood, which is probably my proudest gaming achievement ever, being able to recite the code of a game to the game coder.
That's pretty dope.
That was probably the nerdiest I've ever been in my whole life.
However, amazingly.
That is very much what Super Star Wars is like. Where it's you're jumping on stuff, you're catching apples. It's like kind of like Star Wars.
And like when you try to climb up, it's just every bit of patience you can have in your life to climb up the side of the fucking sandcrawler. It just is. You just want to kill yourself.
It's not.
Is that what it's called?
Suicide?
No, no. That's what you feel after you play the game. It's like the first
sandcrawler.
pangs of like.
He's more concerned with like the nerdy name of the thing.
I said
like,
the name right.
You don't kill yourself over the sandcrawler or whatever.
Either way.
Listen,
look, I did love that game.
My favorite game was Dune.
Perfect.
1994. No, wait. We're talking about Super Star Wars, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know
Jeez, there's so much sci-fi.
Garbage.
No. After that,
I
started getting my own PC.
Yes.
And a game that I really got into, I would say, probably, I think in between maybe there was one or two, like the Star Wars Pod Racer was one that came out in between.
That was a console game, right?
That was a Nintendo 64.
Right. That's actually really fun.
I'm sorry.
That's the best thing that ever happened to Episode 1.
There was
a
sick arcade version that actually had the same controls, if you remember.
What?
The double throttle controls of the Star Wars Pod Racer. I swear to you it was a thing. Hopefully we have some video that's playing right now that we can show you. I don't know if YouTube's that kind to us. That was a real thing that we had. It was arcade N64. You know, bright spots like that, but because we lived in that prequel dark time, we didn't really always have.
You guys have no idea actually having to live through that and like being told that like these are going to be great. These are the great new movies and like really being let down.
Just sea and valleys and peaks and valleys of excitement. And like when the Duel of the Fates video premiered on Total Recall Live,
right?
Do you
Carson
remember
Daly
that?
told us all about that.
He said this is the world premiere. John Williams.
John Williams had a music
from Star
video
Wars Episode
on MTV.
1.
What kind of fucking world were we living in?
Time you could
it's
see
unbelievable.
Darth Maul's face.
It was heaven. It was heaven.
That's how old we are.
That's how old I am.
And after that, I downloaded Kazaa, and the Beatles came. No,
they came right out. They came out of the television. They came to everyone's house. They gave everyone a can of
Ed
spotted
Sullivan,
dick.
and then
that's a real thing. I'm not just being
David
gross.
Letterman, and then I downloaded Kazaa, and I downloaded for myself
LimeWire,
Star Wars Jedi Outcast 2.
Oh, that's dope.
Which was the coolest feeling game. Like, I know we play games to experience something different than our reality. You know, we play games to, you know, shoot guns and kill. Well, not that, you know, other people don't do that. Crazy
no, but
people.
like to experience a thing that you cannot currently experience where you are right now.
That Star Wars Outcast 2 was the first game to put you in that first-person perspective mode that I really felt like not only could I have a lightsaber duel, but I was in the midst of my own Jedi adventure. I could run and jump and do crazy flips and things that were I don't want to say ahead of their time, but captured really perfectly for their time. Well, and I could download them for free on Kazaa, which is really great too.
Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, you want to feel transported. I mean, that's what any good art will do. That's
the reason we love Star Wars.
That's why we all love it.
It brings us to the story of the classic hero. It brings us back to, you know, a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah.
However, it's the same as you know, a classic Western. It's those stories that need to be told.
Right. I mean, and that's why we like it. In fact, if we're gonna get back to games that we love, I know I feel very childish saying this, but I don't care. But the Lego Star Wars, the first one I played was the Lego Star Wars: A Complete Saga.
That's okay.
And I'm like, this is so much fun. In every way.
What board game does it say from 8 to 80? Like, this game is made for people 8 to 80.
I mean,
Lego
like
Star Wars, The Complete Saga is made for 8 to 80. That game should be played, grandchildren and
Everyone
grandparents.
should play that game.
Everyone should play Lego Star Wars.
The control mechanics in that are just so fun. It feels, I mean, you feel like a superhero when you're doing it. Mm-hmm. It just works on so many nostalgia levels for me,
so
too,
many
because
different
it had so many
characters,
Legos.
too. You have different abilities with the different characters, a really great hallmark of the Lego games in general.
Fun.
Just the idea that they're so simple, but there's so many, you know, so much depth to the things in the games and the characters.
Absolutely.
You know what I thought you were going to say is because we're so old, we would go back. We would go out to the arcade back in the day.
You would.
And I spent countless dollars on the Star Wars arcade.
The original game, when you were just flying down the track.
When the original
Death Star, because that's the game I love.
When the original
I love that game
series or trilogy, as the kids call it, was re-released. The Star Wars arcade came out, so you could choose either New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Jedi, the levels inspired by each of those levels.
Right.
And then it was kind of like an experience with that. So, you know, your New Hope level was more of like the dogfighting level.
Right.
Your New Hope level was the X-Wing level where you had to circle around the AT-AT. And then the Jedi level was where you had to go with your sand speeder, I think it was, like through the forest levels and stuff. But that was really the one that, like, not only did it capture the different aspects of the game, but like you're in the big chair and you have the big controller right there, and no matter what, it really felt like so visceral. And now you have Star Wars Battle Pod. Have you tried that at Dave & Buster's
or
local Dave & Buster's? Not sponsored by Dave & Buster's, but we would like to be because that game
wouldn't that be fun? And then maybe they could just pay for us to go there and eat wacky chicken wings and go frickin' play
and just play Star Wars Battle Pod all day long. But the difference being, it's kind of like this like dome-shaped, crazy flying simulator,
right?
And that's where we're at now. Like, we didn't even talk about Knights of the Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic 2.
So many games.
The Old Republic. None of the... We didn't even talk about the MMOs. We didn't talk about the Star Wars Online, any of that.
There's so many games. And they're actually, like... I feel finally that they're all sort of figuring out how to be good within their own right.
Yeah, Battlefront...
It was such an excuse to just be like, well, it's a licensed product. So every time you play it, you're just going to be reminded about how much you love the movie. But like, no, these games actually stand alone as actually
Battlefront is the first-person experience made by DICE, made by EA, who do first-person shooters anyway. All they do is Battlefield and all their other games. That's probably why last week I screwed up the names and I mixed them up together.
He did.
But Star Wars Battlefront... Battlefield is another game made by the same developers, which is why they're so similar. But then we also can have these other games, some vehicle maybe games. I'm hoping, because we have all these other great lineage games that we've talked about in our past. Bring us the new school Battle Pod. Bring us the new school Pod Racer.
Give me a new pod racing game now.
And
now. I'll be little Anakin in that game. I don't care.
Besides
I'm a
other
glutton
demands,
for punishment.
I want to thank you guys. Did we pause? Nope. We didn't pause. Thank you. I want to talk to the guys in the background and make sure. But from everyone at Hollywood Redux, I want to thank you guys. And most importantly, please visit reduxgear.com. Reduxgear.com. And you can get not only cool Star Wars shirts for yourself that we think are cool, but other stuff if you don't like Star Wars. Maybe you hated this episode. Maybe this whole time you were like,
entirely possible.
I don't like Star Wars, you guys.
Where's AJ? I want to be part of the Illuminati too.
And I think Kirk is superior to Luke. Listen, whatever. That's fine. Reduxgear.com. Show us with your dollars.
Yeah, no, don't tell us with your comments anymore. Like, we appreciate your words.
No.
This is America. This is Trump's America.
We wake me up in the middle of the night. Don't tweet at me. My phone vibrates on my bedside table. Buy a shirt. Tell me how you really feel. We're going to be giving some away next month. And listen, we might not see you guys for a couple of weeks, but we want you guys to enjoy your holiday with your family and friends. For heartful.
What was that? Everyone. Okay. Was that your feelings coming out? Was that feeling?
I had to clear my.
I wanted to tell you that I love you.
From everyone at Hollywood Redux, I want to thank you guys for watching. It's been a wonderful year with you guys, and I'm really thankful that all you guys have been checking us out. You're subscribing. You're tweeting at us. It's been 1 year of hosting IGL for me. Kyle's been joining on. He just showed up halfway through, and we've been having so much fun.
I don't want to thank all these people for this holiday stuff yet. We got one more episode coming up next week.
Oh. We got more game.
We got more stuff to talk about, man. Oh. You got so excited about it.
I'm trying to check out. I'm mentally checked out.
Tell them that you love them. You're going to tell them all that next week. You're going to cough in the middle of it. You're going to feel all fucking weird, and your emotions are going to get all here again, but you're going to have to tell them again, Justin.
This is uncomfortable. From everyone at the IGL Podcast, I want to thank you guys for watching. You can check us out on Twitter. My hashtag screen name. Tweet name. What are they called? Usernames?
I don't know.
My goddamn username is Justin_Gentile.
Mine is at GayDuncanG on Twitter and Instagram.
And thank you guys for watching. From everyone at Hollywood Redux, we'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Check out episodes below. You can subscribe over there.
Over there.
Point over here.
Here.
All kinds of stuff.
So many places to click.